Tell the people home what's happening.
Good morning. Good morning. We're coming to you live this morning from the the Durskin Senate office building, right outside of Senate Majority Leader John Thune's office. This is not a photo op. We are here as moral witness at the door of John Thune, Senator John Thune. Right now, we have Dr. William Bishop Barber and Coalition delivering a letter on behalf of the public, the pulpit, Moral Monday Pulpit Coalition. You all bear with me.
Read the letter.
I'm gonna read you all what this letter says. It says, "Dear Senate Majority Leader Thune, we are writing to you today on behalf of our Moral Mondays coalition made up of local clergy and moral leaders directly impacted and poor people, national religious bodies and advocacy organizations representing tens of millions of people across the United States of America. We have been gathering in front of the White House since March 28th of this year to protest the illegal and unjust war against Iran, the immoral cuts to health care and nutrition assistance, and the assault on voting rights. Now, we are requesting a meeting in Senator John Thune's office on today, August 3rd, 2026, before the Senate leaves for the August recess. We wish to discuss with you the urgency of protecting the sacred right to vote, this immoral war with Iran, and the necessity of programs like SNAP and Medicaid that so many families rely on to survive. God speaks repeatedly in every text that the first goal of government should be justice and love for the least of these. And our Constitution demands we establish justice. We pray you recognize the gravity of this moment. We look forward to your response to meet with us. Thank you."
All right, so we sent that as a certified letter several days ago. We have not received a response.
We have not. We did a letter delivery here at Senator Thune's office on Friday. We also, on Thursday, we did a letter delivery to Senator Schumer's office on Friday. We have not heard back, been given a response. And so today we come looking for a response.
For the folks who just came in, what's going on? Who's in the office?
So we have clergy along with our leader, Reverend William Dr. Barber, along with clergy and local coalition impacted people who are joining in against this immoral, destructive bill.
For national religious bodies and advocacy organizations representing 10 of the Middle East across the United States and America. We have been gathering in front of the White House since March 28th of this year. Protest illegal, unjust, wrong,
How is it that we could deliver the letter last week, but we can't deliver it today?
You're live, so.
Right now, we're being refused the right to deliver the letter, so we can only read the letter aloud. However, my colleague and I were able to deliver the letter on Thursday and Friday of last week. And so this is what we faced with when we're fighting for justice in this country.
You don't have to be on screen to narrate. You just whatever you see.
God speaks
We on
every Pray. We will recognize gravity before your response. Pray that you will continue to touch Senator Hutchins.
Clergy are now praying inside of Senator Thune's office.
Praying for the end of voter suppression, the end of war.
Clergy are praying for the end of voter suppression, the end of war. Praying against the Save America Act that will not save America, but will destroy America and its people.
Help him and his staff to do all that they can to ensure the common good, so that all people can thrive. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
People, we also expect, right? We are non-violent, we're not mobilize thousands and thousands. Not around Republicans, Democrats, but around poor, thousands of poor people in South Dakota, healthcare, children. And so we are persistent, consistent, keep his faith. And we believe that the senator would sit with us, that he would hear not just human beings talking to him, but he would begin to hear the Spirit of God. And we believe that he would say some things are not about left versus right, or conservative versus liberal, or Democrat versus Republican, but some things are about right versus wrong. That is why we come, and will continue to come.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Your name is Adam?
Yes.
We are now leaving Senate Majority Leader John Thune's office,
Right now, if we could line up against the wall.
and we are headed to the atrium and the Hart building. Excuse me.
2 by 2. We can walk a little slower so we can all stay together. 2 by. Go ahead. We can move forward. Just walk slowly so we can all catch up. 2 by 2. Let's walk 2 by 2.
Where's the H? What floor?
We gotta walk down the hallway and then.
The More Monday Public Pulpit Coalition is now moving to the Hart building, that is the Senate office building where Senator Chuck Schumer is housed. We also delivered a letter on Friday to Senator Chuck Schumer, the very same letter that was delivered to Senate Majority Leader John Thune. We will aggressively continue to fight this destructive bill that will ultimately destroy America and its people.
Jamie, we just left the senator's office. We'd asked for a meeting. He never responded. His team never responded. So we left a message. They told us that if we stayed in and prayed in the city, and the charges could go as high as felony because of new rules. We're not going to put people at that risk, but we are not leaving. We're going to HM. There are people who are committed to engage in direct action. This is the reason why we have to mobilize. The very fact that senior religious leaders will come and the senator would not respond to a letter, just to sit down and talk. It's clear that some people are interested in talking, and the only thing they will respond to is massive turnout of the vote, shifting of power structures in this city, which is why, again, we say to all y'all that are looking, we've got to march to the polls and not just marching in Washington. We want you to tune in 6 and 5:30 tonight at the New York Avenue Presbyterian Church, when you will hear from organizers, impacted people, clergy, as we launch these next 93 days. We started a week ago, 100 days, for 1,000 marches to the polls on early voting and beyond. We are giving this away. Prepares a brief. I want you to take it. Whoever you all are, just take it, and organize your community, organize your churches, organize your groups. Own this, and then understand. You're going to hear over and over and over again. The United States Congress, the way it is the way it is, because of only 7,000 votes in a country where 90 million people chose not to vote. 90 million people. Thank you, Tim. And even in the South, there's so much power that's being left unused. The South is no longer a solid South. And it's going to take people like you from the bottom up. It's going to take impacted people. It's even going to take us challenging some of the traditional ways of isolating our people and calling all people and pushing an agenda and not just personality. I believe my own self that personality voting is just about going out the door. People want to know not just are you against somebody, but what are you going to do? And then let me say to politicians that may hear this, this may be the last election that you can get people to come out, and if they don't see action, they may not come back. That's really. So if you tell people, if you get elected and get the majority, you're going to pass living wages, don't lie to them this time. Don't do that, because people in this moment need they need fulfilled hope, not just promises. Yeah. So thank all of you all for tuning in. Go tell everybody you know to tune in if you're not in Washington, D.C., 5:30 tonight on our site, breachrepair.org. And then if you're here in D.C., Maryland, come out and join us as we gather and then march from the church to Black Lives Matter Plaza, and then we do our launching litany, where we launch and we go home. As Dr. King said, go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, go back to Georgia, go back to Louisiana, go back to North Carolina, go back to Tennessee. That's where the work is. How long you been United Methodist pastor?
Somebody's hurting our people, and it's gone on
2012.
far too long.
Okay. Okay. Is it? From when?
I can keep talking. Somebody's hurting our people, and it's gone on far too long. And today, we brought this message to the Senate Majority Leader, John Thune's office, because we refuse to be silent anymore. I want you all to know that this budget finds nearly $5 billion for war, weapons, and voter suppression, dressed up as election security, and not $1 to lower the cost for living for a single family that's living in poverty. A budget is a moral document, and we came to read this one out loud, well, where it will be voted on.
We're gonna go down 5 flights of steps. We're going this way. Where the elevator is that way, all the way to the first floor.
Isn't it ironic?
Stairs this way, we're down 5 flights of steps.
Is your church upon Washington?
Folks at home, we've just been to Senate Majority Leader John Thune's office. We're told we're not able to meet with him. So now we're headed to the atrium of the Arch Building.
Okay.
From DC across this country, we're calling on states to organize and 1,000 marches to the polls. It's not enough to protest outside of your state house. It's not enough to cry aloud, but we must put action behind our words. It is time to not only march in the streets, but to march in the streets to the polls. 1,000 marches, that is where our power lies. We're sending forth from DC back across this country for states to organize, mobilize, fight like hell. We have the power. This is why we have the power. We know we have the power. This is why billions of dollars was set aside to send to states for voting suppression. $10 billion. $10 billion. Imagine what $10 billion can do in a state such as Mississippi, who is the poorest state in this country.
$75 billion more for war.
$75 billion more for war. So that's $10 billion voter suppression, $75 billion for war.
In the reconciliation package.
In the reconciliation package. This is why Senate needs to be in session, doing what's right for the people, not for the 1% in power. We have to lift from the bottom. As you all know, that the Poor People's Campaign did a Soul on Poor Folks audit. So they've audited this country, knows what it will take to alleviate poverty. Yet, what we're finding is that $10 billion is being sent back to the states for voter suppression tactics. $90 billion for war. That alone, 90 plus 10, that's $100 billion. None of it goes towards the welfare of the people. We are here today because this bill will not save America. This bill will destroy America and its people. We're fighting so that the bill dressed up as Save America Act will not destroy America and its people.
Let's gather.
If everybody's got the
Clergy is joining around now, getting ready to read a litany here in the atrium, the Senate
Nice big circle.
office building, the Hart Senate office building.
Our persons for being witnesses, those clergy and
We
impact
have
and others who are willing
Reverend
to
Dr.
engage
William
in
Barber,
their
Sr.,
witnesses for
leading the
many
litany
thousands. We're here
and the call to action
because we're
here
saying to the Senate
in the
that we
Hart
need to
Senate
set the
office
tone,
building.
send them a letter, but they chose not to set up a meeting because we believe that this place needs to have a moral conversation and change. We're here because we are against immoral, illegal war. We're here because we stand against massive attacks on the right to vote. And we should be expanding the right to vote. We should be ending war. We should be guaranteeing health care and living wages. That's the work of the people and the work of public policy. And it's what ought to be happening, if I can put it, what ought to be happening in this place. And we have a responsibility as impacted people and as moral leaders, not to be silent, not to be partisan, but to be principled.
Yes.
To be principled.
Yes.
And we're going to read a litany here in a minute. But I was told by Brother Clinton that this sculpture behind you is supposed to represent mountains in the clouds. I just got back from the other side of Denver, 11,000 feet at a conference. I never really understood what Dr. King meant. I knew the words. I've been to the mountain, I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land until last week. Because I found out that when you're in the mountains, if you're high enough, you can see two realities. One is you can see all the valleys that you've come through, all the challenges you've come through, all of the places that you didn't think you were going to make it through. If you get high enough, you can see that. You can see that. And in that moment, it reminds you why you cannot give up what you have fought so hard to win. From the mountain, you can see it so much clearer. But also in the mountains, you can see the possibilities.
Yes.
You can see the other places that are possible and where you can go. And in a real sense, we don't need to be in this moment in America wallowing down in the valley of despair and hopelessness and acting like nothing can change. We need to go up in our faith, go up in our courage, go up in our joy, go up in our truth telling, go up in our witness, go up in our nonviolent activism, go up in our preaching, go up in our praying, go up in our mobilizing. And if we go up, we'll see that yes, these are some troubling times and we are in the midst of a battle for civilization, but we don't have to succumb to it.
That's right.
It doesn't have to be. There's some more valleys, Dr. Jackson, to cross.
Yes.
There's some more rivers to cross.
Yes.
And when you're up there, you can see even some ways through. When I get around sometimes and I look at all of the people who've been hurt, the lack of health care, hurt, food stamps taken from them, and voter suppression. And when I add all of them up, they take me a little higher. Because what I recognize is that's power.
Yes.
That's power. It's more people that we have that if they are mobilized, they can pull this nation up out of the place that it is now.
Yes. Yes.
And so I'm gonna close with this before the litany. We wanted to tell Senator Thune this, and maybe we need to tell ourselves this. My son was an environmental physicist, and he once told me, he said, Dad, if you ever get stuck in mountain terrain in the wilderness, he said, before you start walking, go up and get a little higher. And I said, why do you walk out of mountain terrain, but you first go up and get a little higher? He said, because snakes live at low level.
Wow.
He said, but every mountain has a snake line.
Mama.
And snakes can't live at high altitude. And if you can get above the snake line, then the snakes turn over and die. But you see the power and the way to walk out of. I want you to know voter suppression is below the snake line. Denying people their health care is below the snake line. Lying and greed is below the snake line. Immoral war and illegal war is below the snake line. And our job is to walk to the polls and go up until we can get this nation above the snake line. We're tired of the poison. We're tired of being bitten. We're tired of being held back. It's time to get above the snake line. And every vote will take us above the snake line. Let's read our litany.
We stand at the precipice of a new dawn,
Nice and loud, Hannah.
calling forth a mass movement of the people. For 100 days, we commit our feet to the pavement and our faith to action. People,
It is time for a mass movement vote. We will sit out no longer. We will stand down no more.
we hear the prophet Amos crying through the centuries. Let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. People,
We march because our faith demands a public witness for justice.
we remember the 15th Amendment and its promise that the right to vote shall not be denied because of race, color, or previous condition of servitude.
What are they going to do with us with change? They come up putting us on the pathway, or that's what I need to know. What they're going to do for ADA before I make a decision.
Give us the ballot.
Give us the ballot. Protect the ballot. And count every vote.
The right to vote is not a political favor.
It belongs to the
People,
If we believe every life carries God-given dignity,
It is time to march to the polls.
if we believe the poor and the vulnerable must not be forgotten,
It is time
to march to the polls.
if we
ADA accessible
believe
van
mercy and
for transport.
justice
Oh, I can't
belong
get in
together,
there.
We must organize, mobilize, and march.
if we believe there must not be one law for the powerful and another for everybody else,
We must organize, mobilize, and march.
if we believe every person deserves equal protection under the law,
We must organize, mobilize, and march.
from this place,
Let me see the officer, the head
we go
officer.
back to our congregations, communities, campuses, neighborhoods, neighborhoods and states.
Can I see the headline?
100 days to put our faith into action and our
I'm not gonna go. I'm not going. I said I'm not going. I'm just trying to take care of my people. I'm not gonna go in because y'all don't have a van that can take me.
We do.
Well, I don't think y'all got the old type of van.
Then can I help you walk over here? Because if you're in the perimeter, you gotta get arrested.
Okay. So, yeah. So, how far is the walk?
All the way out there.
I'm talking about how far the walk to where they'll be arrested.
Just get over here on this side, the other side. We'll get you out of there.
Where's the jail at? Where's the
Oh,
jail?
119D Street. So right there, we're at our headquarters.
No, just
119D Street. So
behind you,
literally,
behind you.
if this door was open, through
I'm
the
sorry,
parking lot.
sorry.
Okay, let me think. I might do it. I don't know. Let me think.
Right now,
I am. How far you want me to get
the
back?
coalition is being arrested by the U.S. Capitol Police. Democracy cannot wait. Democracy cannot wait.
Democracy.
We take these arrests because democracy cannot wait.
Democracy.
Somebody has hurting our people.
Y'all
It's
taking him to
hurting
the
our
van?
people, and it has been going
You
on
taking
for
him to the
far
van?
too long. We refuse to be silent. We will not
Democracy.
be silent.
What size is
Neither
the
we
van?
will be silenced.
I was asking what size is the van because I was planning on. I have to have a